Hi, Hiram here. If you've watched my videos in the past, you know that one of my favorite burners is the mini Trangia. I really like carrying this. It's nice because it has a lid, screw-on lid with a gasket that you can put your alcohol in here, close it down, and just, well, I put it in a plastic bag, but then you can just put it in your pack. If all you're going to do is heat up one meal or something, this is great for that. But the problem that comes in is if you want a longer burn, like when I do my dry baking and stuff, on the simmer ring, sometimes I can get this up to a little more than an hour. But let's say you wanted to heat up a big pot of water or something. When this runs out, you end up having to let it cool off and then fill it up with alcohol from your fuel bottle and then start it all up again. Or I was wondering, the other day when I was playing with that ISO Clean stove from Flat Cat Gear, it has a remote feed where you just make yourself a, can you see that, a fuel feed like that? It just goes into the side. I'm trying to do this off its hand. And then this uses isopropyl alcohol, but you just pump it in there. I was wondering, I wonder if something like this would work with the mini Trangia. Just like so. Fits there. Now it's not foolproof. I mean, if you're a klutz or something, I guess you could knock this out of there. But it seems to line up and work. It fits there pretty nice. Now one thing I would do though is try to get it between the jets. I have this turned so that the camera can see it with my fuel bottle over here, so it's a little bit of a strain. But if I had turned this around like so, I would make it that the filler pipe was between the two jets. But even so, I still think there won't be any problem with this. So I'm using my bubbler with this, with a remote bottle. But you could, I don't see why you couldn't use it with a squeeze bottle type of remote feeder. In fact, this would probably work better in this mode than it would be with some of the other burners. This one has a problem that when you squeeze the bottle to make the alcohol go into your burner, and then you let go of the bottle, it tends to suck alcohol back out of the stove, unless your feed pipe is up off of the surface of the alcohol, which a lot of times isn't the case. It's down in your alcohol. But on something like this, it's not to the bottom of the burner, so if I squeezed alcohol in there, it would stay. Let's see what this looks like. Light this up, get it going. Okay, let's wait until the jets come up on that. But I think, okay, there's my jets. This will be nice. So my thought is, you have your remote pipe, the silicone tubing to go into whatever kind of pump or remote you have. Just fits in like so. Nice so far. Okay, now the thing is, let's see what happens when we do pump. On the other one, that was me talking there that made the flames go wild. I don't know why it's so yellow, but when I was doing it with the ISO Clean with my thinner tubing, when I pump it, it would like flare up. Let's see what happens here. I'm pretty sure nothing bad will happen. Here's a pump, 2 pumps, 3. I can see the alcohol going into the mini Trangia and sitting on the bottom, but it's not affecting the flame any. Cool. Let's see what happens. You can take this out. Now there's flame at the end. That's just a little bit of residual alcohol sitting on there. Okay, that's gone out. You can take it in and out. Now you have to be careful. This was setting in the alcohol now, so there's a little bit of alcohol sitting on the outside of the pipe. But it's not like you have to worry about it going back to your fuel bottle. Pretty nice. So with this, you could make it work for however long you have alcohol that you have in your fuel bottle. I think what I'll have to do is try a boil test on this. See what happens where there's a pot on here reflecting heat back down to the burner. But Again, this is me doing this so that you don't have to, but if you're going to try something like that, like this, remember, you got to be careful. Pretty cool. So, I thank you for watching. I look forward to your input, questions, remarks, helpful suggestions. And as always, watch for my buddy Max. Bye now.